Hello guys and welcome to KlausGaming. Today we're going to take a look at Lords of Xulima, and that's an old school RPG. It's turn-based and I think it's also grid-based, but we'll find out soon. Let's get into the game. So we can pick a difficulty, we'll go with normal.
So deep was I sleeping that I felt as if I were drowning in the darkness and silence, as if time itself had stopped. I was on the Isle of Brina, far from the great war that consumed the grand continent of Rodinia. I heard a voice whispering in my ears, and I felt as if my body was being lifted up. I could not open my eyes, but I could see the firmament clearly, as if I had been pulled up to the stars.
Gaulen, hear the voice of Gaulen, the architect, the master of dreams and constructor of matter. The world is in agony. The guardian of souls is gaining power over the lords of Xulima. Our strength diminishes. I have watched you from the stars. I have chosen you to be my herald, my hand on earth. You must complete the mission I am giving you. Eradicate the evil that profanes the divine temples of the creators. Gather your party and sail to Xulima, where no other men from the west have set foot. Let the currents of Naliet and the breath of Taliet guide you to your destiny.
The voice trailed into the stars, like a whisper carried away on the winds. Finally, I was able to open my eyes. Had it all been a dream? I wished it were so, but I knew it was real.
Alright, so after a slightly boring intro, we are ready to create our party. Now you must generate the group of 5 characters that will accompany Gaulen on his trip. You may choose to create those characters or use the default group. I wanna take a look at creating characters. Currently in the party is one guy, Gaulen, that's us, class explorer, gender, man, 25 HP, 6 PP. PP, maybe power points. What would you like to do? Create a new character. So here's a bunch of portraits that we can select from. And I added these in. These are custom portraits that you can download and add to the game. So this game supports that. It's not a given that you can always do that. For example, in Might and Magic X Legacy you can't, because a lot of the time the portraits are animated when your character is getting hit and stuff like that. They'll start looking bloody. So they disabled that function. You can also import portraits in Legend of Grimrock. It's a nice feature to have, because I think all of these are custom ones that are added. So it's not there's not that many portraits in this game to start with, only these I suppose. So I just want to see what options you have for customizing. Later on, when I've checked all of these options, I'll just go back and choose the default party to start out in the game. But let's see what kind of classes are available. Bard, Soldier, Paladin, Divine Summoner. That's a Cleric, a Barbarian, Arcane Soldier, Mage, Thief, so pretty standard stuff. The Bard I guess is buffing songs and stuff. Bards are musicians and singers with a profound passion for songs, which can inspire the group in combat. Yeah, so let's go back and pick a quick start party.
It was said that it was to be the darkest and bloodiest age in the history of man. On the great continent of Rodinia, the 2 largest kingdoms began a great war that would drag every country and village into an endless stretch of death and chaos. Many begged and prayed to the gods for help, but the gods never answered. In the safety of Brina, a small island in the far east of Rodinia, the echoes of war thundered louder with each passing day. In those ill-fated times, those who govern our destiny decided that I, Gaulen the Explorer and Navigator, would do my part to shape history. So I was chosen by Gaulen, the Master of Works, to be his herald on Earth. In that time, I understood very little of the true meaning of those grave and profound words. The gods who once lived on the lost continent of Xulima years ago were engaged in battle with the Guardian of Souls, and as their power waned, the power of their enemies waxed. Gaulen commanded me to sail to Xulima, and once there, liberate the sacred temples of the divine. Little hope remained in the world as long as our Lord Protectors continued their battles beyond the distant stars. Without them, nothing could stop the ruin of Rodinia. And so, it was then that I gathered my allies and set sail from Brina to the east. The wind and the currents guided us across the vast ocean of Morovia. The clouds and the mists were our constant and only companions. 2 weeks later, the clouds divided, and at last we felt the light of the sun once more. And there it was. Beyond the horizon, the land of legend. Xulima, home of the creators.
Alright, so I hope they did a better job on the game than they did setting up the story, because there's not much there in the way of intro. They could have done with some more artwork, I guess, and another way of telling the story. Tutorial, movement and exploration. Use the left mouse button to move to your desired location or to interact with objects. Hold down the control key to run, or L to auto toggle run. Use the right mouse button anytime you want more information, and yeah, WASD keys to move. Pretty standard stuff. So this is a little bit different than most of this kind of games, because you move around with an avatar on the map. A little bit like Heroes of Might and Magic, the strategy game, instead of the turn-based RPG where you have portraits and hit stuff on a grid. Use your mouse pointer to carefully examine the objects you see in the surrounding environment. If an object lights up, you can interact with it. Yeah, so let's right click on this skeleton. I have to hold down the right mouse button. There's something inside. Some gold. Plant collection. Okay, so there's some crafting, I guess. Gaulen the Explorer has the ability knowledge of herbs, which allows him to gather plants, herbs and mushrooms. The more you improve this ability, the more you will be able to harvest from each plant you find. When you have enough samples, you will be able to use them to improve an attribute or resistance. So let's go gather some plants. Food and rest. Pay attention to how much food reserves you have. As you travel, rest and perform actions, you will consume your food reserves. Without food you cannot rest. When you rest, you regain your hit points and power points, and you can cure any wounds you have received. When traveling in some terrains like deserts or snow, you will use the food, more food than normal. Try to stay on the roads and paths whenever possible. You can get food by buying it from vendors and villages, finding it in sacks and barrels, and by finding it in nature. So I just found some food on this tree. I think Gaulen has a little bit of a sluggish animation when he walks. So we haven't encountered any monsters yet on this island. More fruits that we can use for food. So here's a sign, Village of Velgarn. It's also a guard. New journal event, the Divine Temples. Beyond the forest stood a human village. Could there really be humans living in Xulima? The legends told us that in the past men and gods walked together over these lands. I wonder if they know something about Rodinia and the kingdoms of the west. Let's go talk to this guy.
You cannot pass.
Halt, what is it? No stranger enters the village of Velgarn without paying the toll. Toll to enter a village? I come from afar. Soldier, is this how you receive visitors from other lands? It's the law. This village is under the protection of Prince Nenegod. He makes the rules. Pay the 100 gold and you are free to come and go from the village as you wish for a period of time. But watch yourself, stranger, make trouble and you'll be taken to the temple. So we have some options. I can ask again how much the toll is, or we can say I'll pay nothing, soldier, I'm going in, and if you're smart you'll stay out of my way. Or we can give him the money. We don't actually have the money. I think we'll explore a little bit around on the map before we either try to battle this guy or pay him.
Get lost.
I'm not sure we can win the fight, so we might as well just explore a little bit before we try. Gather some mushrooms, I guess. So if I press down the Alt key, he'll just run all of the time. It's probably a lot faster. I don't think he uses any stamina running around, so we might as well just run around. Here's something we can fight. Tutorial enemies. Enemies that you see on the map are immobile and won't attack until you enter into the area of influence. Okay, so enemies don't move around at all, like they do in, for example, the King's Bounty. Mouse over the enemy to see how close you can get before they attack. Though the enemies are represented on the map by a solitary creature, they are normally found in groups. Use the right mouse button to see how many enemies are present in the group. So if I mouse over him, I can see that he will attack me if I come into this circle here. And if I right click on him, I can see that there are 3 guys in the group. 3 enemies. Let's attack. Oh, I can also see a difficulty balanced. Yeah, let's just attack and see what happens. Combat functions through a turn-based system. The order of turns is shown in the column on the right-hand side and is based on the speed and conditions of the combatants. Combatants will lose turns if they are stunned, paralyzed, etc. When it's one of your character's turn, you will see the actions available to them on the screen. When you select your action, you may also need to select a target for that action. Only pole arms and projectile weapons can be used from the back line. By the same rule, combatants on the back line are protected from most attacks by those on the front line. Use the button Combat Grid on the map screen in order to set the combat positions for your group. During combat, you can also change the position of your party members when it's their turn, or you can pull them out of combat to try and flee. Okay, so we have a setup with the fighters in front, with a thief, a soldier, explorer, and on the back row we have a mage, bard, and a cleric. So now it's the thief's turn. We have some options here. We can attack, or we can parry, or we can move the character. So I suppose we could, if she's wounded, we can move her to the back row or something like that. We can access her inventory, or we can change equipment. So for now we'll just attack with the thief. So I can select a target. So let's attack the middle guy. That's a hit for 5 hit points. So now it's the bard's turn. He has some magic here. Songs of Glory. Song of Courage. Let's see what that does. Inspired by glorious tales, nearby allies fight with increased accuracy. So it has a PP cost of 4. Let's play the Song of Courage. So now it's Gaulen the Explorer's turn. We'll attack with the axe. I think he parried that. So now it's the soldier's turn and we'll attack again. He also parried that. So now it's the mage. So we have fire incantations. Sparks. Fiery sparks emerge from caster's palm, scorching one target. Alright, so we can target one enemy on the front row. That costs 4 PP points. We'll hit the same guy to concentrate fire. So now he's down to almost no HP. Now it's the cleric's turn, and she also has some spells. Prayer of Restoration, Light Heal. It restores 6 to 10 HP. Yeah, we don't really need that right now. I don't know if she can attack from the back row with this, but we'll try. Apparently she can, because it's a pole, I guess. Alright, so let's finish off this middle one. So here we have the bard again. He has a bow, so let's shoot at this guy. So we should be able to win this fairly easily, without any problems. We're down to 1 enemy. For some reason I can't attack this guy over here. So maybe that's because he's too far to the left. Maybe he needs to be in the middle or over here before I can hit with the thief. So I guess that she will just... Maybe she can switch to another weapon? Like a bow or something? No, she doesn't have anything. So she'll just parry. So let's use sparks on this guy. Then it's probably too far. Yeah, can't hit with the cleric from there. So let's use the light heal on Gaulen. So that took care of this fight. So we earned 36 experience points and 66 gold. So now we have enough gold to pay off the soldier to enter the city. Let's go check out what's in the bag. Some armor, cool cloth suit, some shoes and 200 gold. If I press I, I'll get the inventory. It's a defense of +3. It's not really varying anything. But I guess since it's a cloth suit, maybe we should put it on a magic user. The cleric is probably one of the most important ones that we have in the party to keep us alive. We'll give it to her. So now that we are a little bit damaged, we should rest. I'll press this button here. When resting, the party will recover HP, PP and heal from most injuries. Keep an eye on your food reserves, however resting will deplete your supplies. So I guess we'll just rest until everyone's healed, which didn't take very long, and we ate a little bit of food here. So let's continue exploring the land. Still some unexplored areas down here before. It's just nothing but herbs. So let's just check the left side of the city. Night and dark places. When night falls, or you are in a dark area, you can illuminate your surroundings by using a torch or a spell. On the bottom right of your screen you'll find a button to light or douse your torch, and you can see how much longer you'll be able to use it. Never go out on an adventure without a handful of torches. Okay, so we have to click this. So we have some light to see where we are going. More mushrooms and fruits. Yeah, I think we explored everything. We just need to enter the city. So let's head back to the city. I'm going to stop using this now to conserve it. You must pay the toll. Yeah, we know that. Should we pay him or just enter? He looks like he's wearing armor and everything. I don't want to fight him. So very well. Here's your money. We have 336, so it should be okay. Or maybe we can bargain with him to bring it down. And how much is the toll, soldier? Nah, he just maintains it for 100 gold, so... Very well, here's your money. Move along and stay out of trouble.
Don't come back here.
He's not very welcoming of guests. Do you require training to improve your abilities? Galvan the instructor. Greetings, stranger. I am Galvan, master and trainer. I welcome you to our village. Though you have come in a dark time, you don't look like you are from around here. Where are you from? We come from the Isle of Brina in the far eastern region of Rodinia. Rodinia, Brina. In all of my travels I have never heard of these places. Where are they? It's obvious that the inhabitants of Xulima know nothing of the great continent of Rodinia. You decide to not discuss it further. You also decide to keep silent about your divine mission for now. It's a small remote place. It's not important at all. Tell me, friend, what brings a group such as yourself to Velgarn? We are on a mission, but I cannot say much more. Judging by how the soldiers of Nengorth treat people at the gates, this does not seem to be a very friendly place. Galvan lowers his voice and almost at a whisper says, "Shh! Be careful with what you say, my friend. The Prince of Nengorth has eyes everywhere. That said, the people of Velgarn detest him like a sickness. When his forces invaded, they killed many innocent people. All those who resisted and were not killed are now locked up in the Temple of Hebret. The Temple of Hebret is being used as a prison. What? Has the news of Asher's fall not reached your lands? Arthurian, who is that? We appreciate any information you give us about this region. Galvan's eyes open wide as he carefully examines your face, looking for a sign that you might be joking. I find it difficult to believe you know nothing of Arthurian, my friend, but I will tell you what I can. Arthurian was the one king of men in Xulima. He ruled these lands for many years, so many in fact that he appeared immortal. It is said that he was the favorite of the gods, but when the makers departed, Arthurian's life force began to diminish, like a dying candle flame, until finally he disappeared. The kingdom was inherited by his 4 sons. Nengorth the Silent took the region of Nebros, Cornil the Enchanter took Karaga, Darthamas the Beastmaster took Devonia, and Orengil the Tormentor took Nagiria. They have been cruel and terrible governors. They started a war against the priests of the temples and massacred them. They took the temples, converted them to prisons, and prohibited any worship of the lords of Xulima. For that reason they are known as the Impious Princes. So be wary, my friend, and not only here, but in other villages as well. That said, you are safer here than in any of the surrounding areas. The world is now plunged into chaos. Terrible creatures that once existed only in stories and legends now roam the lands. If the lords do not return, I do not know what will become of us. Thank you for talking to us, and thank you for your service, Master Galvan. Yeah, there was quite a lot of talk. With divine temples, Arthurian was the great king of men in Xulima. It seemed that he was held high in favor of gods until their disappearance. After him, his 4 sons divided the kingdom and began a reign of terror over the lands of Xulima. They massacred the priests and turned their temples into prisoners. Is this what Golod spoke of in my dreams? Is my mission to cast the armies of the Impious Princes out of the temples? So we have some more dialogue options here. So let's say I would like to improve my abilities through training. Would you like to be trained? The price depends on how much training you've already received. Alright, so we can train for 50 gold. So let's do that. Well done, use your newfound potential nicely. Skill point, the party has gained a skill point. All characters can use it to improve their skills when they level up. So apparently we can gain 1 more skill point for 100 gold, but let's not do that right now. Instead, let's see the job postings. Here you'll find various requests posted by the townsfolk. If you complete one of these tasks, let me know and I'll grant you a reward. New mission accepted, Dobrik's ring. Azalia of Velegan wants to recover the ring owned by her husband Dobrik. The last time Dobrik was seen, he was heading for the rat cave. The rat cave. Yeah. There's always something with rats in the beginning of RPGs. Near the Tower of Melancholy, so the sad tower, you can reach the cave through the southeast gate of the village. Yeah, sure, let's accept. The reward is 200 experience and 400 gold. Sorry, there are no more requests. That's fine. Thanks for now. I must go. Farewell.
Good luck in your mission.
So let's see if we can buy some equipment somewhere. Welcome to my stall, friend. How can I help you?
Greetings.
Greetings, noble sirs. You will never find better prices. Allow me to say that this is an honor to serve such fine clients as yourselves. The merchant makes an exaggerated bow to the party, nearly touching the ground with his forehead. He smells money. Allow me to present myself. My name is Morvik Longhand. How can I help you? Let's take a look at the goods. So he has all kinds of stuff here. Some weapons and some armor and accessories, potions. Some magic scrolls like here. They can only be used once though. He has lockpicks, shuriken. That's very ninja. And a travel crystal. So we could also sell stuff to him, but we don't have anything to sell. So if I mouse over this bastard sword, it'll show the item is currently equipped. So this cannot be equipped by Gaulen. Let's select the soldier and see what it says. Strength required 16. Soldier can't equip that either. Let's see what else he has. Here's an axe. So that will improve the damage by +1, but I guess it's not that useful. Let's see if we can find some armor instead. Not that much armor either. You know what, let's hang on to our money.
Come back soon.
When I was in Sporia Forest, I saw a mushroom the size of a man, and I swear it was walking. According to legends, the children of Febret protect the forest. It's just a random villager. It's also someone we can talk to here.
What do you need?
Valeria, the food merchant. Good day, my lord. Are you new to the village? Surely you will need food for your travels and adventures. You cannot rest and recuperate on an empty stomach. Here you can buy rations that will keep for days. Of course, the longer we are able to make the food last, the more expensive it will be. So we will definitely need some food because we're pretty low on it. We only have 2, I guess that's days worth of food left. We have 186 gold, so let's get the food reserves for 3 days.
See you soon.
We'll spend a lot of gold on that, but I have a feeling we'll need it. Let's explore more of this city. Psst. If it's information you're after, come and listen to the talk of the town while you enjoy some fine ales in our tavern. Let's talk to the
Looking for a
innkeeper.
place to sleep.
Welcome to the Talking Wolf, esteemed traveler. I am Terry, your humble innkeeper. Here you can rest from your journeys in your comfortable rooms. You can also visit the tavern if you like to hear the talk amongst the locals, while you enjoy a drink of the region's hardy beers. How can I help you? We can pay 10 gold to get some rumors. Let's do that. There is something that shines in the hollow trunk of the cypress tree next to the inn. Alright, so let's go see if we can find whatever it is that shines
See you soon.
in the cypress tree. Is this the cypress tree? No. Oh, yeah. Something seems to be hidden over there. 200 gold. So that's a net profit of 190. That's pretty good for paying for the rumor. It's just a random peasant. So here's a mausoleum of Queen Indaris. It's locked, so we'll probably need to get some lockpicks and try and pick that to enter. Let's talk to the priestess of Febret.
Do you need spiritual help?
Welcome pilgrims from faraway lands, may the goddess Febret bless you. The voice and appearance of the priestess resonates with kindness and serenity. Finally, someone who's friendly. I am the High Priestess of Febret, the Lady of all beings that grow from the earth. I understand it is not safe to speak of the gods in these times. Are you not afraid? Of course, in Nengor's soldiers. It is they who fear me, and not without reason. One of them tried to take me once. But before he could go so far as to touch me, he was pulled down by the roots and swallowed by the earth. That was the last anyone saw of him. There are not many priestesses left in these lands. Many were fooled by the false words of Nengorth and joined his cause. What can a servant of Febret do for you? I need spiritual help. So I can receive a blessing. That'll probably cost some gold. A divine blessing can only be granted to generous souls. Yeah, so she wants some gold for that. 21 coins to the temple. And then we can get some kind of blessing here. Character receives the following gifts. Taliet's blessing increases speed by 5 points. Yeah, let's not spend gold on blessings right now.
May the gods bless you.
So apparently we can check this grave over here. To open the grave you need at least one character with a strength value of 15. So we can do that later, I suppose, when we level up. So here's the combat formation. We can move over, so we can get 2 more party members and we can move around the members here. Let's see if we can open this. So there's a little mini game apparently. I only have 3% chance to open it. I have, what is that, 5 lockpicks? So, okay, so I lose a lockpick every time I enter a wall. Now I'm down to 4, so this lock is probably not something we should mess with right now. So here we can leave the city. Let's do that, but let's save the game first. Some more herbs over here, can gather. So it's night, so we should turn on the torch. Can hear some wolves in the distance. There's a sign. Welcome beach, abandoned area, beware of wild creatures. Once again you can hear the roar of the ocean and the smell of salt in the air. Beyond the palm trees you can see 3 columns of smoke rising in the distance and hear sounds of drums and war cries. Hostile areas. When in hostile areas you can be attacked without warning by enemies that you won't see on the map. When you encounter these enemies you can try to avoid combat or by using the camouflage ability if you have sufficient power points. Total number of enemies in the area is fixed. When you defeat all of the enemies in an area it will be cleaned and they will not return. So enemies don't respawn. When you clear an area of all enemies, both those you see on the map and those that wander the areas hidden, you will receive a bonus. Okay, I think it's we don't need this torch anyway. So let's just conserve it. It's probably more if you enter tombs or something like that. Gaulen collected a few edible fruits, adding 4 hours to your food reserves. This is a nice looking beach, very lush and sandy, and I can hear the waves crashing on the shore. Ambush, a scary warrior, 3 of them. Oh, okay, so we can choose to try and avoid combat with a 63% chance of success based on party speed, or we could use the camouflage skill, which costs 3 power points, but we'll just engage them. So first up is the thief with a miss, and then we have the bard with the bow. Now we should throw out this Song of Courage to buff the party. This is a nice hit for 6 hit points. So now it's the cleric. She should also just try and hit. Critical fail, so she took damage herself apparently. She stumbled and hit herself in the head with a stick. So here we have the mage. We'll use sparks. Maybe we can finish him off now. There we go. So now it's the soldier. We should be able to win this pretty easily. So down to 1 enemy. So I guess that more options for combat will open up when you have more spells and more abilities for your characters. So we got a little bit of experience in gold here. It's a fairly easy fight. Oh, we got a bestiary updated for a scary warrior. So let's look at the bestiary or whatever it's called. So apparently it's an ogre or ogre. These are the enemies you have defeated. Select one to find out more about them. The Ascari are the smallest of the ogre race, but they are also the most numerous. They are of moderate intelligence and prefer to live outdoors. Although not much taller than a human child, Ascari warriors are quite dangerous when wielding spears. So we killed 6 of them. So they dropped 22 goals. We have an overview of the basic attributes here. So I guess they don't have any skills, but I figured that this would show the skills also. So that might be more useful for harder boss fights and stuff like that. Or harder monsters. Maybe there's also elite monsters, I don't know. So what is this? That's a torch. Check out here. 112 gold. Oh, there's a skeleton with a key. Key of the Indari's mausoleum. Oh, okay, so now we can enter that without having to pick the lock. Can we go right? Yeah. So maybe we should just save the game. Here's another Ascari group, and this one is dangerous in the difficulty. There's a caster. Let's see if we can beat them. Maybe we should rest first. I guess we can't rest this close, so we move back a little bit. Rest until all characters are healed, and then we'll try and beat this group over here. Song of Rage. So it's an Ascari shaman, and this is an Ascari warrior. So now I guess we need a little bit of tactics. So let's take out the easier targets first, I guess. We'll hit this guy with the thief. And I'll shoot at the shaman with the bard. We should be able to hit him with a bow. So now it's the soldier's turn. Oh, you hit him for 16 HP. That's quite a lot. So let's use this cleric healing skill, light heal. And hit the shaman. Apparently I can't, because it's it has to be closer to hit. So let's hit this guy over here, maybe he'll die. That's 11 HP also. So these guys hurt a lot more than what we're used to. So I can't attack this guy over here, it's too far away from where she's standing, so I'm gonna have to hit the warrior. And parry it. So now it's the bard again, let's shoot at the shaman. If I want to concentrate hitting the same person with all of the 3 frontline characters, then I'm going to have to hit this guy, because she can't hit over here. But I think all of these can hit this guy, so let's do that. But he's just parrying everything. And he hits like a freight train. I wonder if you have any healing stuff. Oh, she has shuriken. So I'll try and throw a shuriken at the shaman. That took care of him. That improved our chances dramatically. So now I'm going to spark this warrior. I want to take him out first because he's doing a lot of damage. Let's use light heal on... So I can either use it on Gaulen or I could use it on Dueliers. But since this warrior can probably only hit the frontline people, I'll use it on Gaulen. So let's hit the warrior. The thief apparently poisoned the warrior, so it'll take 1 damage per turn. So if I spark the warrior again, he will surely die. So now it should be easy from here. Taking out the last little Ascari. It's too far away to be hit, so let's do a light heal. It's too far away from the thief, so let's just pass for now with a parry. And that's a victory. 123 experience and 122 gold, that's pretty good. Let's go check what's in the chest. It's a lockpick scenario again. So I guess we have to go here, and some of these are blocked so we can't go through them. Like that one. So it becomes fairly random. Like this is pretty random. I only have one lockpick left. So what did we get for our efforts? Firm mental protection gloves. This one is 104. Is the 140 is the value. I guess we should equip them. So we'll equip them on the Explorer. Save the game again. So here's a challenging group, and there's also some loot over there, but I don't really have many lockpicks left. And I can see that it's locked, so I think that I should head back to town and buy more lockpicks. And then we can also enter the mausoleum. So maybe I should have rested before I started running around here, because now we got ambushed. So let's try and avoid. 60% chance of success. Escape failed. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what this guy on the dinosaur is. It's on a scary rider. I think he shoots at us with a bow. Let's throw a shuriken at him. We parried that. Song of Courage. Let's take out the warrior first. You see it does a lot of damage. Ah, so the mace stunned. Has a chance to stun apparently, so now the warrior is stunned. Let's throw in the last shuriken. So that hit. So we are in a little bit of trouble now. I wonder what that means, how we get him back. Probably have to go to the temple or something like that. Let's play a Song of Courage, that's what we need right now. So we got a lucky stun. So let's heal the warrior. So we're out of shurikens. Let's see if we can finish off this guy. So we should be able to win, and then we'll just have to see what we need to do to... oh, she's out of power points. What we need to do to get Gaulen resurrected. I don't have enough power points for sparks. Fatal wound. Grievous wound received after losing all hit points can be cured by resting for a full day. So we need to rest for 24 hours. So I guess we should do that before we move any further. So now we have everybody back to full health. Let's save again and head back to the city. So here in the city we should stock up and go explore the mausoleum. But this is all we have time for right now. Let me know if you want to see more of this game in the comments. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you all next time.